13th of July today. Three news stories. UN High Commissioner for Refugees Filippo Grandi says that all sides in Tigray are involved in revenge attacks against Eritrean refugees in Tigray. Secondly, today, UN Human Rights Council adopted a resolution to monitor human rights abuses in Tigray. I'll have a look at which countries opposed and which countries supported this resolution. Thirdly, I'll have a look at types of weapons which have been seized by Tigray Defense Forces in its ongoing offensive in western Tigray, especially in Raya, southern Tigray, over the past 48 hours. Let's look at the first news story. United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees Filippo Grandi is claiming that all the sides in Tigray are involved in revenge attacks against Eritrean refugees in Tigray. He is calling upon Tigray's government and Ethiopian federal government to launch investigations into killings, arrests and detentions of Eritrean refugees in Tigray. Since the start of this war on November 4 in Tigray, Eritrean refugees have been suffering. Their two camps, Shemelba and Hitsets, were completely destroyed. And we did several videos in which we informed the viewers that Eritrean soldiers were also involved in attacks on Eritrean refugees in Tigray. But even after TPLF took control of Mekelle, these attacks continued, and TPLF aligned militias were accused of carrying out revenge attacks on Eritrean refugees in Shire. That is what Filippo Grandi is saying. He is saying that all the parties are involved in revenge attacks against Eritrean refugees in Tigray. TPLF-led government must launch independent investigations into attacks on Eritrean refugees in Tigray, because TPLF has been accusing Eritrean soldiers of carrying out attacks on Eritrean refugees in Tigray before TPLF took control of Mekelle. Now TPLF government is being asked by UN High Commissioner of Refugees to start investigations into attacks on Eritrean refugees in Tigray. Eritrea has also been accusing TPLF of carrying out attacks on Eritrean refugees in Tigray. Eritrean envoys to the UN have issued statements over the past few days. They have called upon UNHRC to launch investigations into attacks on Eritrean refugees in Tigray. It seems that it's not that one side is involved in attacks on Eritrean refugees. All sides have done some atrocities against Eritrean refugees in Tigray. It's now up to Tigray's government that it must launch independent investigations into these reports that Eritrean refugees were abducted, they were arrested and they were killed in Shire in the past few days. Second news story is about voting at UN Human Rights Council. Today, UN Human Rights Council adopted a resolution to monitor human rights situation in Tigray. This is the first step at an international forum to monitor human rights abuses in Tigray. A very important step, viewers. And voting was held at the UN Human Rights Council. Interestingly, viewers, a 47-member body voted. 20 members voted in support of this resolution that Tigray's human rights situation must be kept under monitoring. 13 abstained from this voting and 14 voted against this resolution. The 14 countries which voted against this resolution are those countries which have been backing Ethiopian government. And these 14 countries include Russia, China, India, Somalia, Ethiopian neighbor, Eritrea, and several African countries like Namibia, Cameroon, Burkina Faso, Togo, Cote d'Ivoire. All these countries voted against the adoption of this resolution. Some countries abstained from voting, like Sudan, Senegal, Mauritania, Malawi, Libya. These countries did not take part in this voting, and almost all countries from European Union supported this resolution. That is why resolution has been adopted, because 20 members voted in support of it and 14 opposed this resolution. Resolution has been adopted. Now this resolution is telling us international alignment on Tigray. Which countries are backing Ethiopian government, which countries are backing TPLF's narrative. It seems that almost entire Africa is backing Ethiopian government's narrative. European Union is backing TPLF's narrative, and some countries are trying to be neutral, like Pakistan, Sudan, Senegal, Mauritania, Malawi, Libya, etc. Now, last news story, viewers, an update on ongoing offensive by Tigray Defense Forces on southern and western fronts. In 3 videos today, I informed you that Tigray Defense Forces had captured almost entire southern Tigray. Koram, Alamata have been taken. Prior to that, we saw that Macho, Churcher, Mekoni were also taken. Some heavy weapons have been captured by Tigray Defense Forces in Raya and in Mesabri. Mesabri was also taken today. Mesabri is in northwestern Tigray. Have a look at some pictures of heavy weapons which have been captured by Tigray Defense Forces. You can see an APC here, armored personnel carrier. Secondly, you can see a howitzer being towed by a truck. Thirdly, this is definitely an anti-aircraft gun, ZU-2032. It's used in mountainous combat as well. Thirdly, you can see some pickups. Several other types of heavy weaponry have been seized by Tigray Defense Forces in Raya and in Mesabri. Tigray Defense Forces have made considerable gains in Raya and in western Tigray, but their ultimate target is Humera. How will they advance towards Humera? Will they advance from Volkayat side or from Tigray Eritrea border side? Several things remain to be seen, but the front, Amba Madre, Mesabri, Salamati, this front has been captured by Tigray Defense Forces, and Amhara forces, they had to withdraw from this front. Nothing for watching.